Okay, today is November 2nd, 2023, and I'm visiting 729 Lansdowne Avenue in Port St. Lucie. I'm doing a move-out inspection on this home, which was just vacated here the first of the month. And I'm going to notate some things that we need to repair, starting with this electrical box right here that is open to the weather right now. We have some screening, which has been a consistent problem for us on this door for some reason, but at least the one bottom panel for sure is going away, and then it looks like the bottom part of the top panel is going to need to be resplined. Going to need to do a little bit of a wipe down on the entryway, get rid of the cobwebs and get rid of the dust, but other than that, the paint job from a couple years ago seems to be holding up fairly well. Okay, we're in the main living area here, and unfortunately it looks like we're going to have to do a paint job, a full paint job. The most noticeable deficiencies are here, and it may be hard to see on camera, but what we have is a lot of substandard patching which has been done. We actually have holes in the wall from patch that hasn't dried or been properly sanded, and then the wall was painted with a separate, it looks like darker shade. And this has continued on this wall, above both archways, and then of course, unfortunately, it has continued to this back wall as well here, which painting that is going to necessitate an entire wall-to-wall paint in order to keep the shade uniform. We also have some sanding that was performed here, and it's been left unpainted. So we're going to need to repair that and paint it. And then above the stove here, I'm not really sure how that all came down, but that's either raw sheetrock or some substandard patching. So this whole place is going to end up needing a coat of paint. Okay, and that continues into the master here. This fan and light kit, the fan is operational, but the light kit is malfunctioning. I can't get it to turn on. We will need to replace this, the Venetian blind. It's wrecked, and you can hopefully see there's holes, there's patching, and then painting again in the wrong color on this entire wall. Continues onto this wall. This wall is just more beat up from use, but we have patch and paint here that was misapplied again, unfortunately. I'm not so sure that we're going to do anything in the closet here. The bath, however, we're getting down in the corner there. We have some water damage and we have some peeling paint. So we're going to need to do some patch and paint in here. And while we're in here, we're just going to fix up the, I don't know what those are, some kind of holes that need to be fixed. The vanity's starting to get pretty worn out. There's water damage along the base, and these are pretty old vanities, but we'll see what the owner wants to do on that. That's not a tenant fault. Those were like that when we rented this house. But the walls, however, were not, although I will go back and look at the move-in inspection. I'm pretty sure this house was pretty freshly painted when we started. I think we may need to change out these wire shelves here. They're real dirty, and this is supposed to be the pantry, so nobody's going to want to put their food in here. We're getting a pretty beat up job on this dishwasher. It's very dirty, but B, it's just getting old. It definitely needs a cleaning, and we'll have to test it and make sure it's operational. All right. Oven is clean. Microwave is clean. We got some dirt. Looks like refrigerator and refrigerator are operational. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to do some detail cleaning on them. All right. I did check the shed, and there are storm shutters parked in the shed as they're supposed to be. The shape of the backyard is pretty good. This patio really could use a paint job. The rest of the exterior of the house is in pretty good shape because of the paint we did 2 years ago, although some of these screens, like this door itself is missing its screen door, and some screens are getting beat up. That one's got a hole in it. The sliding door itself needs to be serviced. It's extremely hard to use, although it does close and lock, and I can slide it, but it'll be hard for a future tenant to operate. Okay, moving on. We've got like something going on up here which needs some attention. The track is messed up for this door. It's not in its track, for starters. That might be part of it, but this is an eyesore and it's going to need to be repaired. Okay, the shower seems like it's okay. I don't have the water on right now. I do need a drain plug in there, and obviously we need to get some cleaning going on here. Those corners are real gross. Same deal with the vanity. Again, we've got water damage. They're just getting old and time to have them replaced. We're gonna need to do paint in here. There's weird paint everywhere. We need some patching. And since we're already breaking out the paint in the rest of the house, we're gonna go ahead and do the bathroom. Okay, paint continues in here. Whatever was going on here is stained. There's stains all over the walls. Yeah, all four walls. There's different colored paint up there. The tenants did say that they had these carpets steam cleaned, and I don't know if they did or not. It's not apparent to me that they've been steam cleaned, especially this back carpet. Now this one's getting a little older yet, but like back here is some staining. The steam cleaner should be able to get something like that out. All right, the walls in here are a little bit better, but they're not fantastic, and this entire wall is miscolored, so we're gonna need to paint. Yeah, it's miscolored there as well. We're probably going to have to patch and paint everything in here. Got an issue with the door. Hopefully we can Bondo that a little bit and make that look better than it does right now. I'm not sure that I remember that being that way before. And then all of the ceiling here is going to need to have the popcorn cleaned, maybe with a light brooming, because we have a lot of dust that's come out of this register and has blown down towards this fan. All right. I want to do something with this alarm. This doesn't need to be here anymore, and it has become a problem at some point in time because it's not used anymore. I want to get it off the wall, get the wall patched and painted behind it like it's never been there before, and then come out here as well and see if we can depower this unit so that we never have any kind of buzzing, beeping, or trouble. I don't want to go through the whole process of trying to rip all the wires out that go probably all over this house. I just want to get the power terminated to this unit so that it can't cause problems or make any beeping anymore for any reason. Garage seems to be operating just fine. Oh, and I forgot to point out there was one more outlet out here that probably is supposed to be a GFCI, but it's definitely missing its waterproof cover. and that's going to potentially cause some problems at some point. So I think really what we're going to end up with in this house is a lot of paint, some serious cleaning. Probably going to have to resend the steam cleaners here to see if they can do a better job on those carpets. And with that, I think I'll stop this video.